ScouterStan. Let's talk about an issue that comes up a lot, and that is overprotective parents, affectionately referred to as helicopter parents. Now, the definition of this is not meant to impugn any kind of wrong feelings in regards to how a parent is overprotective of their children. This helicopter behavior is where they hover over their child in a constant effort to correct, manipulate, and influence what the child is doing. This can come from many different things. It could be an insecurity of the parent, not having confidence in the child doing the right thing, or being displeased with results from the past. This can impact the youth's overall development. The overprotective or helicopter parent can hinder the child's growth, independence, and overall confidence. Many times this can manifest in scouting in a way that prevents the youth from taking on leadership roles, making decisions on their own, and being independent. Now, this can lead to a lot of challenges for scout leaders. The overprotective or helicopter parent constantly supervising their children can be quite disruptive. This helicopter type behavior can make the youth very reluctant to take on any kind of challenging activities, in addition to the overprotective parent sometimes questioning leaders' decisions and constantly questioning and causing issues within the overall unit. Now, balancing safety and independence is important within anything in scouting. It's important for the scout leaders to balance the ensuring safety while promoting independence and self-reliance among all their scouts. It's important that the scout leaders have a discussion with the overprotective parent and help them learn that scouting is a safe place to fail. It is important that the scout leader helps the parent understand and letting their kids experience challenges and even the failures is a great life lesson. It can be very challenging for the communications with the helicopter or overprotective parent. It's important to incorporate a process of separation between the scout and the overprotective parent. This distance allows the youth to actually thrive while giving the parent an opportunity to learn not to be constantly critiquing and overseeing every activity. Now, one of the best boundaries we could set for this helicopter parent would be to set boundaries so that they know that they're not to be overbearing on their child. Many packs and troops will ask the parents to kind of sit aside from the meeting so that the scout leaders can actually run the meeting. Now, in troops and crews, this is youth-based, this scout leadership. So when a youth meeting is occurring, the adult scout leaders do not take over that meeting, and that includes parents. It's important for parents and other guardians to sit in the back of the meeting, and if they have input, they can write it down and give it to one of the adult leaders. They will convey that to the youth leadership, and if it needs to be addressed, it can be. A lot of units will ask parents to work with what we call behind the scenes. The troop committee, the committee is a great place because there's a lot of need for different help, whether it be quartermaster materials or advancement, you name it. There's a lot of activities that happen in the background. Now, the parent might have had a lot of scout training and crossed over from a Cub Scout pack into a troop. It would be natural for them to take on a scout-facing leadership position, but there's a great deal of difference between Cub Scouting, which is adult-led, and a troop, which is youth-led. It's important to allow the parent to allow their children to establish themselves within the troop. There should always be a dividing line in scouting. Now, as a parent of a child who went through scouting, we would often make a verbal change. When we got in the car, it was father and son. But when we got out of the car at the scout meeting, I was a scout leader and he was a scout. A lot of troops do not allow parents to go on camping trips and adventures. They will let parents that are scout leaders be a scout leader on those camping trips and adventures. This dividing line helps the scout understand that they have a separate experience and are encouraged to take on leadership and challenges within the troop. It's critical and it's beneficial that helicopter parenting is not allowed or encouraged. It's important to help those overprotective parents understand that the scouting experience is for the youth and that scouting is a safe place to make mistakes and have failures. We do so much for our scouts, and I'm so very proud of you for listening in on this podcast, and I want you to keep up that good, hard work, and I will see you on the trail.